Oh my God, it's so quiet. It's so quiet. There's nobody talking back to me. I only hear myself. I don't know about this. We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm honored. Yeah, I've like had a phobia for a long time of kind of being myself, being just me alone on camera, rambling like this without any person to talk to. So I'm just gonna talk to myself. I'm gonna talk to you guys tonight. Thank you guys for being here. So I won't just be talking to myself and just rambling like this forever. Also, by the way, I forgot to sleep last night. So I might be, at least I need to just not start drinking this stream. Bad things happen then. Thank you guys so much for being here though. Thin White Axe, Fit Dad, Chris, Giorgio, Front Porch Conservative, Lime Lady, Michael, Cody, Jen, Everybody B, Ramiro, sorry, I'm like trying to get through. Tina, Kieran, you guys are the best. Chris, of course, Chris, you are basically like my publicist at this point. Thank you so much for being the best one. Even though Chris has the best takes on everything else, but the worst takes on food, as you can tell. Thank you guys for being here, though. So hopefully I won't ramble too much or bore you. I've never been live alone before. We'll see how this goes. So yeah, hopefully you guys have shit to come at me with. I have stuff crazy shit we need to talk about. And also don't forget, send in your super chats. I am your favorite, I hope your favorite aspiring grifter. You gave me a thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, Cody, I'm shocked that like I didn't think 2 people would show up to hear me on no sleep ramble. It's very weird not hearing anything back, but I can read you guys. Leah, my beloved. By the way, Leah, okay, you're watching Spider-Man now. I saw on Facebook Leah was watching the new, which I didn't even know this was out. Did you guys know that the new Disney Peter Pan movie was out? I guess somewhere along the way they had to just send it straight to streaming, but it looks like a mess and I can't wait to watch it. It looks terrible. No, I did see. People think I'm so much more interesting than I am. I'm boring. I went to a late movie with Brandon. Brandon's in New York, so we went to go see Evil Dead Rise last night. It was kind of terrible, by the way. Hi, Millicent, my love. B Hero is here. You're the best. James has asked, I was wondering, did you end up liking Terrifier 1 and 2? I love them so much. I love them so much. So for those who don't know, my parents came to stay with me for the weekend of my birthday. It was my birthday like a week or 2 ago. So of course, for my birthday movies, I was like, we need to have a double feature, both Terrifier movies. I'd watched the first one with just my mom a while ago, and anyway, they ended up loving them somehow. And I got a happy birthday from the final girl from Terrifier 2, so that was awesome. Yeah, I love Terrifier 2. I don't know if it's just me though. I didn't quite get it all at the end. Maybe it made a little more sense the second time. It's like it's metaphorical, I guess. I don't know. I think they're gonna flesh it out more in Terrifier 3. Michael, how was your day with Daniel Camarelli? It was so much fun. We just kind of like wandered and went to all these places. I never really do anything touristy, or I guess not that it's touristy, but I don't really go New Yorky places normally. So it was fun to go to like, Rockefeller Center and all the stores and stuff. I am a vampire. I'm definitely a vampire. Well, so first of all, we have so much shit to talk about. But first of all, I wish I had better news to start with, but I'm guessing a lot of you guys have heard by now. I'm so pissed off about this. Our friend Marcus, who goes by the offensive tranny on here, hopefully they don't strike my stream down for saying that. It's his handle. Had his entire YouTube channel deleted today. So he is trying to appeal. It hasn't gotten anything yet. We need to raise hell, though. As Cody said, free Marcus. Don't get me started. I could rant forever about the ineptitude of the right, but this is a big one here because it's something I personally felt when all the times that I got banned, especially at the beginning, that you could just feel people pulling away. And I feel like there was kind of back in the day a time when people actually cared that people got banned and would take up that cause. And now I think part of it is because they're so damn complacent, and part of it is because we're all like frogs being brought up to the boil. We're so used to it now that it always ends up just kind of slipping under the radar. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. Free Marcus. By the way, once this stream is over, I'm gonna pin in the comments the link to Marcus's Rumble. So everybody go subscribe to Marcus on Rumble, and we are getting his freaking channel back. So tag YouTube, tag everything. Ooh, by the way, parentheses. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Ooh, I have a solo super chat. I'm like proud of that, you guys. I didn't know if anyone would give a shit. Jeremy, you are the best. Marcus got banned for wrong thing, calling it now, that or misgendering. Dylan. I don't think they even gave him a reason. And it's very creepy too that when they delete your channel, it's just all gone. It's so like you click on Marcus's channel, if you can find like a link to it from before, and it just says this channel was terminated. So all the work that he's put in, years that he's been doing this, gone. It's horrible. Yeah. So you know, we're gonna just raise hell about it and get. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with this. We're gonna get his channel back. This is such bullshit. So free Marcus. I will put the thing. I will pin it to the comments. Yes, I totally agree. Romero, Marcus of all people. But that's the point. That is the point. I said this back when they started banning me, and you know, not just me, but other people and this was like a couple years ago, that I was like, I think it's their strategy now. They started when they first started censoring people. They started with the big people, the Alex Jones, the Milo at the time, Milo 1.0 before he lost his mind. They started with those people, but then I think their strategy kind of shifted, that they were looking at like who could build an audience and preventing someone from getting to that level of being that sort of having that sort of presence. And Marcus, by the way, is freakishly, I've told him a million times, I'm like, you have to show me how to be good at YouTube, because I suck at YouTube, and Marcus is freakishly good at YouTube. So every time, that's always what they do, is that the moment you start doing really well at something is the moment that you're banned, because he was blowing up on here for the past couple months at least. And yeah, I think it's that, you know, they'll say hate speech, they'll say whatever. They're not concerned that he's hateful. They're concerned that he's effective. They're concerned that he's persuasive. And it's just basically a giant brick through their entire bullshit, their entire narrative about listening to trans. They're the ones who are always saying trans people are being silenced, which is laughable enough as it is, by the way, because it's like, we hear you. We hear the voice of the transes community, like the shrill mother-in-law, like the mother-in-law telling you you're not good enough. Like that is what the transes, the community, sounds like. But they're so concerned, oh, they're being silenced, they're being silenced, they're being silenced. But they don't care if Marcus is silenced. And I really think too, you know, like I said, they're going to say hate speech, they're going to say all this shit, but I think it's kind of part of their strategy also to go after more reasonable people. Because Marcus, he's not a bitch like I am. Like, he is the most reasonable person, very measured. They don't want that. Giorgio Quattrocento, my love, thank you so much for the super chat. I've seen rows of replies on Twitter saying gag are all straights pretending to be gay. It's depressing. You found me out. What can I say? I love that pussy. I've been that's been part of my grift. By the way, okay, wait. Let me not get too like ADD brain to start seeing. This is what happens when I don't have somebody to like keep me sane and on track. Exactly, Lime Lady. He's not the right kind of trans. Therese, my love. Karen, my love. Thin White Axe, exactly. He's so mild-mannered too, but he says what he thinks with no filter, and that's the problem. Yeah, they don't want reasonable people. I think they would much rather have people out there who are kind of, I don't want to say hateful because they've ruined that word for me, but who are more, I don't know, whatever the word is. Chris, the pepperoni nipples. Not up on my lingo, but Trances sounds kind of Gollum-y first time. Maybe that's why I have to say I stole that from Sean, Actual Justice Warrior. I heard him say that, and I don't know why I love that phrase. Maddie, have you seen Evil Dead Rise yet? Because me and Brandon went to go see it last night, and I need to know what you think. Because I'm surprised that Max Zed liked it. Sorry, not to get all like spooky squad from the get-go. Anyway, though, yes, important point. Free Marcus. If you're watching this after, look at the pinned comment, subscribe to his Rumble, tag YouTube, tag all the stuff. We need to have each other's backs. We can't just let every good person get banned. And by the way, we will get to this tonight. We're going to talk about this shit. But there are so many fucking scumbags. There are so many horrible people. The worst people, the scum of the earth, are content creators. Marcus is the polar opposite. He's one of the best people. So we need to fight for him right now. Free Marcus biatch. What was I saying? Now I lost my train of thought, and I'm just wondering if I should have a cocktail, but I'm already a little loopy from not sleeping, so I'm guessing that's probably a bad idea. Yes, Marcus is the offensive tranny. Deleted his channel. Yeah. He's been on the show before. I'm going to see if he wants to come on maybe like next week and like talk about it. By the way, I should mention, because now I'm seeing myself, I have very bad allergies. So I swear I'm not a crackhead. Because if this is your first time joining us, you're like, who is this person that is clearly smoking the crack? But I'm not. I do not smoke the crack. Or any cracks lately. Millicent, you mean Crowder and Owens? Oh, yes, I do. We got to talk about those bitches. By the way, everyone's talking about Tucker. I feel like in the last show we kind of got into all the Tucker stuff, but I was kind of thinking about these two in relation to Tucker because they're such polar opposites to me. And by the way, let me say, when it comes to like I think both, well, more so Candace Owens. I think she's very talented. They do some good things. They say some things I agree with. However, going back years, I know so many people that have worked with all these people. I've never heard one good word about either of these two. And on the flip side, I've never heard one negative word about Tucker. So that makes me happy to know that Tucker is at least a real one. I said this on Twitter, and I stand by it completely. They hate each other. Candace Owens and Steven Crowder hate each other because they are the same person. Two douchebags. It's just like a certain type of person that you encounter in this, whatever you want to call it, this sphere, whatever it is, that it's like they're always looking for someone to blackmail. They're always like, I'm not like that. I don't like people like that. And I don't know. I suppose there's a valid point. A friend of mine texted me today and was like, oh, the infighting and whatever. And that's true, but I feel like shitty people are shitty people. God, there's no one to cover for me and talk when I take sips now. Jeez. Yeah, we gotta. Oh, Lime. By the way, Prince, more importantly, Limelight, you gotta let us know how your hand surgery went. I hope you're typing, so that's a good sign. That must be good. That must mean that it went well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I actually hadn't gotten around to watching that interview yet. I have all other reasons to dislike him. This is what I wanted to say about the big video that I'm sure everyone has seen. I felt like there's no point in me showing it because everyone has seen it by now. The video of Crowder. I feel like there are two different sides of this, and I don't feel like anybody is really talking about this. The first, foremost, obvious side, what a douchebag. What an abusive prick. In 3 minutes, he somehow does probably like 20 or 30 different things that are just like textbook signs of abuse. The one car, aside from that, I mean, he's sitting there with his wife about to give birth. He's sitting there blowing smoke in her face, smoking a cigar. Like, fuck you. But I think it was just all very, I don't know. I think I've had friends that I was very close to who were in abusive relationships where I met the person they were dating, and I tried to get them out of it. And so I think if you've ever been around, if you've ever seen up close an abusive relationship, or many of you, if you've been in one, you can tell in 2 seconds what's going on in that video. There's no excuse for it. But here's the flip side of it. And I feel like this might get misinterpreted. So I just want to be clear that this is completely unrelated to him, because he is an abusive prick. But would it matter if he wasn't? There's something that kind of disturbs me about the way that it went down. That in this case, it's a good thing, because there's obviously abuse going on. There's stuff that needed to come to the forefront, and he's the asshole who made it public. So I don't give a shit about him. There's just something I find a little bit dystopian about everything being for public consumption right now. And that the fact that, like, what I'm saying is, would the internet really care if it were just a heated argument between a husband and wife in their home? Nobody's being abused, but they're just screaming or they're calling each other names. That's next. So, obviously it's a good thing when there's abuse that can be revealed, but I don't think it's such a good thing for the long term. It just feels like, is there anything that is not for the internet to play moral judge and jury? And I guarantee you that this is going to be the norm from now on. And next time it'll be, oh, well, he raised his voice. Oh, he called her a bitch. With just random couples. And I mean, you already have the internet, not just on your phone. You have it on the sidewalk. You have it in your car. You have it in your bedroom. Now you're going to have it in your own home, too. So I don't think that's such a great thing. Giorgio, my beloved, thank you. You are not a true gay or trans unless you believe communism and climate change. And that is what it's all about. It all comes back to queer theory. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Cody. Okay, this is why I kind of like this. Like, by the way, this was like very spontaneous to do this stream, but this is why I like it, because you guys, we like get each other. We get each other. So like, you bring up shit that like bothers me constantly that I would never think to talk about on a show. I hate the fucking Try Guys so much. Try Guys, that is like my trigger word. Audio crunchy, sorry. Oh my god, by the way, Brandon got me like a fancy microphone. I'm waiting to get it from him. So you won't have to suffer through shitty audio for very much longer. What was I saying? Oh my god, the Try Guys. Did you? Oh, I wish I had the. Let me see if I can find the video. Have you guys seen the whole thing with the Try Guys? Which, by the way, that big jooch in the Try Guys, who with the glasses, the very soy-like one. Now he's doing musicals and shit. Oh, I hate them. But yeah, basically, the Try Guys were like, had this big, I think we were on BuzzFeed or some shit. And like it was a group, there were like 5 of them. Oh yeah, they did have low testosterone. They tested their testosterone levels in one of the episodes. That was what they tried one time. So anyway, the one of them cheated on his wife, had an affair with some woman, which sucks for the wife, but like, it's none of our business. And these fucking soy boy bitches, they threw him out and they edited him out of all their videos. His presence couldn't be seen. Keep in mind, there was no abuse. There was no sexual assault, harassment, nothing. Just an affair, which, you're a douchebag, but that's not our problem. They came out with this video where they were practically sobbing. Ugh. And with the creepiest thing, though, you guys have to see the comments on all those things, because I think they actually did an SNL parody of it. Probably the only funny thing SNL has done in years. And the comments were like, how dare they, a woman, and me too, and all this bullshit. I just saw, how do you guys read my, I love you guys so much. Can I just say, I have to tell you, I've been feeling a little bit down the past couple days. Like, every so often, I just have like a moment of wanting to quit doing this, because some aspects of it are quite miserable. The shitty content creator types. But I love you guys so much. Sorry, every time I look at the chat, somebody's saying something I'm thinking. but something very random. James, speaking of musicals, yes. I'm so excited. Speaking of musicals, I watched the first episode of Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies yesterday. It was woke as shit. Dude, I couldn't make it through the first like 10 minutes because I wanted to make a video on this show because somehow nobody's talking about it and it is woke as shit. I can't get through the first scene. I can't get through it. I don't know what it is. And I mean, and I've seen Grease 2 like 100 times. I can sit through Grease 2. That's how bad this is. Mike, I know you're just not going to acknowledge how that video was chopped and screwed like a 99 hip-hop set. What? And the fact that women can be psycho, especially when pregnant. Was it chopped? No, of course they can. Look at Amber Heard. I'm saying I think he was the Amber Heard in this situation. It's not, I don't think it's about like man or woman. Yeah, no, of course they can. God, women are fucking as insane as anybody. Yeah, it was we'll see what happens. It was definitely. Oh, here's what I think is interesting though, and it just goes to show what scumbags they both are, Crowder and Candace Owens. So he, when he first started talking about his divorce, showed a clip of Candace Owens basically threatening to blackmail him. And some people were like, oh no, yes, that's what she was doing. It was a very thinly veiled threat of, oh, well, maybe he's going through something and maybe just this like little insinuations. And he rightly called her out on that. What's interesting, though, is that now he's doing to the wife the exact same thing that he was calling Candace Owens out for doing to him. Basically, and this is how I felt too with the whole Daily Wire thing with it. Like, the more that these people talk, it just reaffirms for me I can't stand any of them. Girl boss agrees. Mike, have you seen the trailer for A Haunting in Venice? Yes, I'm so excited for it. It comes out in the fall. New take on the Poirot novel. Got spooky vibes. And it's in Venice. It takes place in Italy. Yes, I'm so down for that. The other night, watch a Grease Lightning music video without the music. Wait, is there a new one, or you mean the original? I need to know. Mike, I got yelled at for marking my Pride soaps 18 plus and refused to sell a soap to a kid. And the mother yelled, the mother? Why are they so insistent on this shit? I mean, we know why. But that's insane. By the way, if you have like your shop or something, let me know. I'll put it in the comments. Like, everybody check out Daniel's soap. Dylan, I'm here waiting for the FNAF teaser trailer. Yes. Oh, I can't wait. What else is coming out? I forgot. I have a list of things. Oh, speaking of woke. Ooh, thank you, Maddie. Haven't seen Evil Dead yet. I think every horror fan has a franchise they can't cope with. Mine is Evil Dead. Oh, you haven't seen any of them? I've never been quite as into the Evil Dead movies. Like, I've seen them. I like them. I've never been like hardcore. Borguita, thank you so much for your comments today, by the way. You're so nice and encouraging. Reminds me of the Jack Murphy drama last year. I love political commentary, but there was a lot of grifters, both sides, of course. Love you, Mike. Oh, thank you. Hey, I'm trying to be the biggest grifter of them all. I'm like Grifty McGee over here. Come on now. Yeah, I've kind of mostly stopped watching a lot of political commentary. Like, I keep up with what people are saying and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I've just gotten too close to seeing how the sausage is made. Yeah. Something about a lot of these people is just very off-putting to me. And you know what's weird? I was thinking about this today because I remember when I first started doing this, I remember saying that you'll meet the best and the worst of humanity in this world. I don't mean the world. I mean this. What do you call it? This sphere? I don't know. But I think around sometime after the election, something flipped. Maybe a lot of people were pretending to be nice, or I don't know. It feels like that scale definitely tipped to the shitty side. Yeah. I'm the best grifter. I love you. I thought I was just an aspiring grifter. You're upgrading me. Eliza Blue set the grift record. You got a ways to go yet, boy. Oh wait, by the way, that's hilarious. I'm currently drinking out of my Mug Club mug. The worst thing, the mother was a lesbian. And I look at her and told her, how do you know what the pride flag is about? And she said, yes. That's why I'm not selling your son the soap. That sucks. I thought lesbians were a little bit smarter. Like, all the lesbians I know are very wise to what's going on. I feel like it's always the gay guys that are brainwashed, but apparently it's all of us. See, and this is my point. This is my issue with the whole drop the T thing. Even though, believe me, I sympathize. We got problems in every letter. We are filled to the brim with problems. Like, you can get rid of a letter and we will still be overflowing with problems. So I just don't think that solves the root thing. Mike, may I suggest a show for you to give a try? The X-Files, Mulder and Scully are friendship goals, also slight goofy comedy touch to horror and sci-fi. So I'd never seen it, and then maybe like last year or something, I watched a couple random episodes, and I really liked it. I just never got around to watching the rest of it. Also, I came to find out that my mom has been holding like a 20-year grudge against Gillian Anderson. Because my mom was at my house when I was watching it, and she was just like making all these comments, like fuming about fucking Gillian Anderson. And I was like, what issue do you have with this woman? And she was like, there was a time in 1995 when we were watching this show, and your father said that she looked very attractive, and I hate that whore. And then my dad came in the room and he was like, what? I've never seen this show. So I think she had the wrong person. Whoa, I forgot that Crowder used to be with the Blaze. That is some old school shit. Where is Starsan? I just saw somebody say hi, Starsan, but I don't see no Starsan. If you're here, hi, Hey, there's Starsan. When are you coming on my show, my beloved? I was just talking about you with people the other day, how much we all love you. Hope. I love you, Hope. My God, my brain is like, I'm like, because my mouth sometimes, or my brain struggles to keep up with my mouth, one or the other. I have a list, though, because I knew I'd forget. Oh, that's what I was saying. Speaking of woke reboots, I have two that I started watching. Have you guys heard about the Fatal Attraction series? I only watched the first episode. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Pacey is looking rough, but I just know what's coming. I know what's coming. I know they're going to make her, the battered woman. But then the other one is mind-blowing to me. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this movie, Dead Ringers. It's this kind of culty movie from 87, I think. This David Cronenberg movie that was fucked up. Jeremy Irons played these twins who were both psychopaths, and they were doctors, and they wanted to play God with the pregnant women and shit. Fucking sickos. So they come out with this like gender-swapped series that's a reboot. And you have to read the fucking description, because it's like they're working to put women's health issues in front and center. I'm like, they're stripping all the patients. They're fucking mutilating people. They're fucking doing medical experiments. This is women's health, putting women's health front and center. Bitches, God. The what? Thank you. See, Maddie, we're movie twins. You know what I'm talking about. Night Court reboot. Night Court reboot sucks. I never saw the original. I think that was slightly before my time. I knew. Oh, Leah, I love you. I knew Mikey could do it alone. He was so worried about it, but he's more. Oh, whatever. Oh, you guys are the best. Woke Cronenberg remakes. Yep. Oh my god, wait, let me look at my list because we're all like chatting amongst ourselves. Oh, Leah, by the way, you have to tell me, because you sounded very positive about it on Facebook. What's the deal with the Peter Pan reboot? Because I was expecting horrible wokeness. So you got to let us know. I think Leah is just such a positive person, though, that she kind of likes everything. Cody, the X-Files is my scream. They're rebooting it. They're rebooting it? No, you know what they're rebooting to? Apparently, they're running into problems with it, and I'm hoping it won't happen. They're doing a race-swapped Ally McBeal. I don't know if anyone out there ever watched Ally McBeal. It was the most friggin' politically incorrect show. They went after every group of people. She fucking hated everyone. She was like, there was an episode where she threw a midget across the room and she pushed an old lady and the gays. That it went after everyone. So they said they're doing like a reboot sequel series with a black woman. And I'm like, oh no, I know what this is gonna be. Daniel, am I might be the only gay person where I am. I think drag should not be at drag shows anymore. You mean kids should not be at drag shows? Oh, I agree. Leah is the most positive person. Can we stop all these goddamn reboots? I can't do Alex Jones. Can we stop all these goddamn reboots? That was bad. They can't all be good. They can't all be good. What was the other one I wanted to tell you guys about? Evil Dead Rise sucked. By the way, it was funny. So Brandon flew into New York the other day, and he's like, "Oh, it seems like people exaggerated. It's nice and stuff." And then we went to a late movie last night, and I swear the entire theater was on drugs. Like, people were just like, there was one guy watching a basketball game at full volume on his phone. A dozen different people walking back and forth through the whole thing and screaming at each other and shit. Like, there is something in the water here. Tomorrow's your birthday. Oh, is it the second? Because Australia. My best friend, my oldest friend, it's her birthday. She lives in Italy, so it's actually her birthday now. I have to go wish her happy birthday after the show. But we've been friends like 22, 23 years. And it sucks because with all the scamdemic and shit, this is the longest we have ever not seen each other in over 20 years. We would always see each other at least like once or twice a year. Happy birthday, Maddie. Happy birthday, Maddie. I love Maddie. Turning 40, I can't believe that. Ooh. Trina, you saw the Peter Pan movie. There were woke aspects to it, but I mostly found it boring. It looked woke and boring. Wait, did Leah say what she thought of it? Maybe she didn't watch it yet. I'm very bad at keeping up with the chat, by the way, I should say. You guys are too nice to me. I love you guys. Popular opinion. I didn't really like the Evil Dead remake. I only liked the main trilogy and the series they had. My expectations were low for Rise. So I think I saw like parts. I need to rewatch the remake because I feel like I saw parts of it and I agreed with you. I might have seen, I don't think I saw all of it. I think I saw some of it back in the day. And I was surprised that it seems like it's so well regarded now. So I kind of want to go back and rewatch it. Ooh, Leah. The new Peter Pan movie made me fall asleep, to be honest. I'll give it a watch. I really regret not doing a video about the Pinocchio reboot. Did you guys see that? It wasn't even like, I don't remember it being super woke, but it was just the worst piece of shit ever. It's like unfathomably horrible. Everyone says Peter Pan, the new Peter Pan is very boring. Lindsay, I'm a massive Evil Dead fan, and I refuse to see Rise. It's an insult. Yep, it's an insult to Evil Dead, and they had the gall to include the chainsaw. The chainsaw is Ash's icon. Oh, hell yes, Lindsay. Belongs to him. End of story. That's the thing. It felt like it was just a script that was laying around, and like a week before production, they were like, tie it into Evil Dead at the last minute. Like it wasn't an Evil Dead movie. Evil Dead should feel like homemade, grindhouse, DIY. This was just CGI. This was the epitome of a soulless movie. It felt exactly like those Disney remakes. Gay Pinocchio. Esteban, did you hear that Canada is having a Pride season? Instead, I think I heard this a while ago. I didn't know if it was real. Instead of a month, May through September. How can these people do this with the straight face anymore? Is what I don't understand. How do they do this with a straight face? Maddie, if you want to watch a horror film that uses the apartment building setting very, very well, I recommend Demons too. Ooh, I always wanted to see. I heard it was bad because I think it was the one where she'd already died, or she died halfway. I don't know what the deal was, but one of the Poltergeist sequels, I think, took place in an apartment building. That's the thing too. So the building that I grew up in was like this huge 30-floor building, and the apartments were labeled like A, B, C, D, and it went to almost Z. So you would have these like long hallways, and like they all look alike. Like there's so much creepy shit to get into in an apartment building. And they did none of that. They do it. They do it with a gay face, Mike. Yep. Wait, sorry, I'm trying to catch up. It's so sad how everyone butchers remakes. For watching Seinfeld, and my husband and I agreed you couldn't do that show nowadays without getting canceled. Well, that's what happens. That's it's coming back now, by the way, the Sex and the City reboot. That was another one that, like, the original was very politically incorrect. They all had different views, but you're not allowed to have different views now. So, I think I'm going to do like a video or two on just like that, the saga. By the way, let me get to this. 1 second. Okay, so I should tell you guys, we have a new segment on the show, on the MIKEroaggress'd. I feel stupid being alone and saying my own name as part of the show title. However, this is the premiere of a new segment we're going to have. So are you ready for the new segment? Let's play the new segment theme song.
Trances of the week, trances of the week, trances of the week, trances of the week.
Trances of the week.
So, we gotta talk some crazy trances, because like 7 a.m. this morning, this friend of mine sent me this. We gotta talk about it. We got a couple people we gotta talk about. You know those people who are like, oh, I don't talk about people, I just talk about ideas, like the Dave Rubin types. Oh, I talk about ideas, not people. Well, we're gonna talk about some fucking people right now. We are gonna be petty bitches. Let's talk about some fucking people. And, I use that term a little loosely right now. Are you guys ready for this? So our very first trances of the week, Mr. Buffalo Bill.
Hey, lesbians of TikTok. I'm transgender lesbian. First of all, I want to...
Lesbian. First of all, that face. Can you imagine waking up in the morning and seeing that face next to you?
No, if I'm welcome in the lesbian community, I mean, but anyway, I was throwing out a girlfriend application there for someone to be my girlfriend. Anyway.
Did he just say I was filling out a girlfriend application at the lesbian community? Because, like, where does one go to do that?
Here's what you get with me. First off, I do have a requirement that you drive your U-Haul.
Oh, he has a requirement. He don't come easy. He's got a requirement. He has got a requirement. Let's hear what his requirement is.
That you drive your U-Haul here, but don't sell your place. Only be here for 1 year. After 6 months, if you propose to me, I will say yes. And then from there, is 6 months to a year.
He'll say yes. It don't matter who you are. It don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do, as long as you love they, them.
Propose to me and I will say yes. From there, we will get married a year later. And I'm very loyal, and that's it. I'm also clingy.
Lucky you, ladies. Lucky you. Line up your lesbian lover is right here. Maxilla! Can we talk about Fatal Attraction? Why is there an erotic thriller where Joshua Jackson looks worse than 95? I'm like halfway through the second episode, I think. Will they make him look worse for the flash forwards? Sorry, this lesbian was staring back at me. Look at that face. He's clingy. I'm shocked. By the way, Max, we're going through our trances of the week. So we're going to come back to that in 1 second. Don't you go anywhere. I thought you were going to say, don't hurt my Backstreet Boys with that fucking singing. Ladies, he is available. However, we have a return appearance. Buffalo Bill is coming back for an encore.
So, I'm a woman and I love women.
Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Just let me know. Am I hallucinating this? He bought a new wig. He bought a new wig. Oh. Do you see Minnie Mouse? Why does she have to get dragged into this? Why do we have to defile the memory of Minnie Mouse? Oh.
Thing is, I'm actually panromantic.
Wait, yeah, sorry.
Because
yeah, James, I missed
women.
that.
Thing is, I'm actually panromantic. Because.
Wait. Chat, fam, let me know. What the fuck is panromantic? I have no idea. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm gonna look this up. I'm looking this shit up. If nobody knows, yeah. Okay, Mikey, you Google. How many well, I think Buffalo Bill over here has to win the award for trances of the week. But I think we got one or two after. We won't harp on the trances all night. Pan is like, okay, wait a sec, Jojo. Pan is like bi plus trans, I think. So I got into a big fight at the beginning of my red pilling with somebody, at the beginning when you were first hearing about the theys and thems and shit. I remember 10, 15 years ago, way before there were any non-binaries or any gender bullshit, I remember I didn't even know I didn't have the language or the knowledge to be able to identify them as leftists or there was no term woke or social justice or anything. And I remember them saying pansexual, but it had a different fucking meaning because there were no theys and thems. So back then, I think they would say, oh, it's like you like somebody for like who they are. I'm like, cool, so you're a human being. Congratulations. And then they would get pissed when I would talk about all the pansexuals now and ask, what the fuck is it? And they would say, like, oh, it means you like all of the 53 genders. And I would say, well, then what the fuck did it mean a few years ago when there were only 2 genders? Ooh, Mikey, he got the definition. Panromantic is a romantic attraction to people regardless of their gender. Didn't she just say she was well, I ain't doing she with this one. Didn't he just say he's a lesbian? So, panromantic. What? You need an advanced fucking degree in goddamn algebra to get this. I don't get it.
Yes, I'm actually panromantic. Because, yeah, I'm panromantic. I've actually been out with, well, not out with, but I've actually get crushes, romantic crushes on anybody.
Then how are you?
Sorry, I'm playing my hair. Thing is, I've never done anything with sex, and sexually attracted. I don't know who I'm sexually attracted to.
I've never done anything with the sex. I'm floored. I'm flabbergasted.
But the other thing is,
there's another thing.
Panning, but I might be lesbian. I can't.
Wait, sorry.
Probably might be panning it, but I might be lesbian. I can't. I never really can figure that out. Also, I feel like I can only be in a polyamorous relationship because being trans. Also, I'm scared of cisgender guys, so that are hetero.
I'm speechless. I don't know where to begin. First of all, I can only be in polyamorous relationships. So let me get this straight. A bunch of us can't find anyone that wants to be with us. But this bitch can find multiple people to be in fucking polyamory with. That's not right. Sorry, I'm like shouting. Jesus, I am pissed. Well, the good news is that he's apparently scared of guys like yourself, Mikey. Thank you. But I feel bad. I feel bad for my lesbians that they need, and people like this are invading those lesbian apps. Even I've seen it on just like, whenever I had Tinder or whatever. Every person, I swear, by the way, that they screwed with my algorithm because every single one was like a non-binary or one of the transes or, ooh, I like this, trans train wreck. Bro literally said, I can only be in poly relationships because I'm trans, but maybe also a lesbian. Sorry, what the fuck? What about all the loyal monogamous trans folk? We are living in the transpocalypse, and it is bleak. By the way, parentheses, I'm very glad that I did not start drinking in this stream because I'm loopy enough from lack of sleep. Can you imagine? I bought this bottle of vodka, I think, when I started doing these like weekly shows, and it's almost gone. I kind of only drink sometimes on show, and those are when the shows really go off the rails. More off the rails than this. The transpocalypse. The translation. Therese. So a whore. Oh, I got another one for you. That. Aw. Poriguita. Aw. You're sweet. What was I saying? Ooh, wait, I want to see this. Poly is for people that don't have the confidence to have. I love you, Starsen. Poly is for people that don't have the confidence to have real relationships. They start themselves off on a relationship that is. I love you so much. I love you. And look, it's allegedly a free country. People want to have a polyamory relationship. God bless. Good luck. You'll need it, but God bless. However, don't fucking tell me that this is something to be venerated. See, this is the issue with all this shit. The polyamory, the sex workers, which I hate that term. But all the shit that they promote is like, you promote this to mainstream culture. You promote this to society. Is this what you would want for your daughter? When these people talk about, oh, sex workers and sex work is real work. Cool, then why don't you tell your daughter to fucking go be a hooker? And you know what? Nowadays, these sick fucking parents, they probably would. Oh, bitches. Jesus, come back soon. Yes. Oh my God. No, I'm not drinking anything. I'm on lack of sleep. No, I think after the last show, because I'm such a cheap drunk, that after the last show, once I started like spreading my legs and reenacting the Real Housewives, I was like, let me try. Like, I think maybe sober streams are better. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say though. We have another, which I haven't seen. A friend of mine texted it to me, and he was like, "Don't watch it. Go in blind. There's some crazy shit." So we'll see. So I don't know what we're in for. We'll see. By the way, I should make like little ads for my grifting. I like that idea. Anyway, I should mention, by the way, random pause for self-promotion. If you guys like my stuff, consider becoming a subscriber. I've got a lot of new stuff on the way. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos and all that. I have a new Jeffrey video coming out in the next day or two. A new walkaway video sometime this week. I got a bit sidetracked with that, but I'm aiming to do every week a live show, a YouTube video, a short video, a Substack essay, and a hangout with subscriber fam. So if you like my stuff, we have channel memberships. Give me another member. I want to have like multiple swinging members. Or join my locals, my Substack, my whatever you would like. Locals, I think, is the one that's like least vulnerable to cancellation. So join the locals. Anyway, we do fun Zoom hangouts. We're doing game night. We're doing our very first game night Tuesday or Wednesday. You guys let me know what works. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever played Jackbox games. They have this one that's called Trivia. What is it? Trivia Murder Party, I think. It's like two of my favorite things, trivia and murder. So that's gonna be amazing. Yes, Lime Lady, Mikey's Locals is popping. I gotta get the Discord back going. I've been neglectful of that. Yes, come join us. Join Jeffrey Marsh voice. Join us. Oh my God. By the way, can I tell you guys? Oh my God, Trivia Murder Party is so much fun. Yeah, though, we're gonna all do that like over Zoom or something this week. So subscribe to my shit. Help me be a better grifter. Because it is my goal to do this full time this year. Trivia Murder Party is so much fun. What the hell was I about to say? I forgot. Yeah, I was waiting to hear from you more and all. Aw, Thank you. You're the best. You guys are so nice to me. It's so weird that like, oh, Chris, you're the best. Just joined your locals. Thought I was already. Aw, you're the best. By the way, I want to do a show soon. Maybe this one because I'm like planning my shows for the month. I want to do one where I have like some of you guys on. Maybe we could do like different ones. Anyway, so yeah, join all my stuff. Let me bring up our next trances of the week, which I haven't seen, so hopefully. Oh wait, it's this one. Is this one? It's not. Oh yeah, I did see the beginning of this. Wait.
Saying he is a trans.
I did see the beginning of this. I don't know what he's talking about though. I blurred the kid's face because he can put his kids on the internet. I don't feel comfortable showing them on here. It just, I don't know. Not that I'm sure I have at times my video about LGBT stuff with kids, but I don't know, especially one that is this young. So just know that it's not the father that had the courtesy to blur his face. So let's hear what shit this moron is talking about. Oh, by the way, parentheses, I thought a show we did on my channel with Quarter Black Garrett was pretty decent. No, it was not decent. It was awesome. Everybody go subscribe to Fit Dad Chris. He is a spectacular human being. All right, let's hear what this fucking genius has to say.
Instead of saying he is a transgender,
I would say he is transgender.
Instead of saying he transgendered last year,
now they care about grammar. Now suddenly they're fucking strunk and white over here. Now they care about grammar. They're calling themselves theys and thems, but just don't say, "Oh, you're transgender, not transgendered." That would be problematic. Bungle.
I would say he transitioned last year.
instead of saying he changed genders,
He transitioned or he affirmed his gender.
instead of saying he was born a girl,
I would say he was assigned female at birth.
and you were
How old is this kid? He's sitting on his lap. If you're of the age where you're sitting on your father's lap, you're too young to know this shit. What is wrong with you people? Ugh!
assigned male at birth, and you identify as
Male.
The perfect comment right here. He didn't transgender last year. You transed her last year. Mike fucking drop, Ramiro. Sorry, I just thought this was funny. My mom said he's transgendering.
and I was assigned male at birth, and I identify as
Non-binary.
instead of saying before he became a boy
I would
at birth, and you identify
What? I didn't see that coming, but I should have. Let me roll that back.
male.
and I was assigned male at birth, and
Say he was assigned female at birth.
and you were assigned male at birth, and you identify as
Male.
and I was assigned male at
What? I'm not smart enough to understand this shit. I cannot do the fucking calculations in my head to comprehend this.
birth, and I identify as
What?
male at birth, and you identify as
Male.
and I was assigned male at birth, and I identify as
Non-binary.
instead of saying before he became a boy,
I would say before he transitioned.
Am I taking fucking crazy pills? They're talking about the kid transitioned, but he just said I was assigned male at birth and I identify as male. What? I'll play that again. Let me know. Yeah. Is the kid a male to male trans? What? Oh, that is a very good catch, James. I didn't notice the thing. He goes by Rainbow Dad. Oh, wait, no, it gets better. Rainbow Dads. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why drop the T is not an effective solution. Because it's these fuckers, it's these gay guys who are doing this. It's We got fucking, it's the entire, I don't want to drop the T. I want to blow up the entire fucking alphabet. Metaphorically, YouTube. Metaphorically, YouTube. Okay, I need to hear this again to comprehend.
Transition or he affirmed his gender.
Instead of saying he was born a girl,
I would say he was assigned female at birth.
and you were assigned male at birth, and you identify as,
Male.
and I was assigned male at birth, and I identify as,
Non-binary.
instead of saying before he became a boy,
I would say before he transitioned.
Transition from what? I don't get it. I don't get it. This is, oh my God. I am too sleep deprived for this shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Listen, Mikey, you're not taking crazy pills. You might need a nap, but you're not crazy. I don't get it. Yeah, you guys explain this to me. So the son isn't trans, but they said before you... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So he's being, yeah, by the way, exactly, Dylan, wordplay and mental gymnastics. Mikey said, so the son isn't trans, but is being used as a prop for his dad. Yeah, for what? Oh, totally. It's mostly straight parents that are doing that. Absolutely. I just meant, yeah, that's basically what I meant, is that, like, it's fucking everyone. It's everyone. No, the dad isn't trans. The dad is non-binary, which you look like a fucking ape. You look like, ugh. How is it like, oh, I'm not male. I don't like, in what way? God, Alex, you were right that this was some crazy shit. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I identify as Chris Hemsworth. Where the fuck is, I haven't seen the Marvel movie, so I don't know how to say that word. Yeah, I identify as Zac Efron. Wait, how is he a dad if he's not? I literally said that to my friend last night. That there was a non-binary with kids, and I'm like, oh, well, if you're not a man or a woman, how are you having kids? It's such a flimsy ideology, though. This ideology, you pull on one loose thread, and the entire sweater falls apart. Like an ugly, hideous old fucking Christmas sweater. James says you can't have a logical conversation with these kinds of attention-seeking people because they cannot even have a real conversation with themselves. Respect is earned in life, not demanded. Booyah.
Instead of saying before he became a boy,
I would say before he transitioned.
Instead of saying when he was a girl,
I would say when he presented as a woman.
Transition.
Instead of saying being trans means you're gay,
I would say gender identity and sexual orientation are not the same.
No.
Also,
Mind your own business.
Ugh. It just feels like viscerally disgusting hearing a small child say sexuality and sexual, like, you're not supposed to know what that is.
Before he transitioned.
instead of saying when he was a girl,
I would say when he presented as a woman.
instead of saying being trans means you're gay,
I would say gender identity and sexual orientation are not the same.
Sexual.
also,
Mind your own business.
Ugh. We need to look at his TikTok, by the way, these rainbow dads. I guarantee you some funky shit's going down in that. Huh? Romero, you are crushing it with these comments. Kid struggling hard to remember his lines. Mm-hmm. Whew. Yeah, I agree, Tom. This video makes me feel sick to my stomach. It's so nonsensical, too. That's the thing, is this shit is sick on about 20 different levels. Because you can't comprehend it. It's nonsensical, but it's also gross and inappropriate. So funny too. God, I never in a bazillion years thought that I would ever be, and I don't think I am really, not really, one of these people who's like, oh, but the children, for the children. So because I'm like, oh yeah, great kids, whatever, get away from me. Don't sit near me on the plane. But to make people, not just me, but people like me who never in our lives gave 2 seconds thought about like the welfare of children, to make us become aware of this and care so much, like that's how sick it is. Star Wars John Forge. Hey Mike, just coming with hello. Have a good stream. Aw, love you, buddy. My very first channel member right there. Aw, glad to see you here. I'm crying. My heart breaks for this kid. Yeah, seriously. Leave kids alone. Jesus. This reminds me of a scene in American Dad where Stan cries over his daughter being overly sexual by saying, you used to watch Sesame Street. Aw. Damn, that's kind of deep for a cartoon. I didn't know they, like, went there. Jesus. I mean, these kids should be watching fucking Sesame Street. God. Ugh, it's just, ugh. God, I can't. Oh my God, by the way, since we're in the Trances of the Week segment, how many of you guys are on the transphobe list? Let me know. Let me know. Oh yeah, that's true, Dylan. Not today at Sesame Street. Yeah. Even that's fallen. Sesame Street has fallen. That'd make a good parody video. Sesame Street has fallen. Yeah, though, let me know, you guys, who is on the transphobe list. What? 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 Starsan is not on the transphobe list, and Gothics is not on the transphobe list. By the way, you both need to come on here soon because I miss you guys. Dirkun, thank you so much for the super chat, my darling. For you, Grifty McGrifterson. Thank you so much for your comments today, too. You're the best. You're doing perfect despite your worries. Aw, I'll take 4:44 a.m. as the right time to leave for some sleep, though you've just given me some nightmare fuel. Aw, thank you so much, dude. That means a lot to me. Aw. I'm so glad you guys are here. I really didn't think anyone would give a shit to like watch with. I wouldn't watch probably my own show, but I'm shocked that you guys aren't on the transphobe list. I'm upset that my number changed. I liked my number. I was number. It was close to. Oh my God! I'm saying I love the number. I don't remember it. The Les Miserables. Starsan, you'll know this. And Leo will know this. The Les Miserables song. 26. And I'm dropping. There's a nerd. 24601, right? He was 24601, correct? You guys gotta let me know. Oh my God, really? I didn't know that. Oh, Fit Dead Chris. I completely forgot that I found Mike on Gothic's channel. That was over a year ago at the least. That was the best. That was such a great day because like that was during a pretty dark year for me with the mandates and like I wasn't really making content and I wanted nothing to do with it. I'm so over it. And she like kind of twisted my head back on right. That was such a great day. I love Gothics. Yeah, 24601. That's it. I sometimes forget it. Anyway, mine was, I think, 26347. So it was kind of close sounding. I really wanted to make like a song parody of it, but the numbers kept changing. I wanted to do one that was like 26347. 24601. That's what I thought. Yeah. So I was 26347. But the numbers keep changing. Cody, are you on the transphobe list? You should be. I gotta go take 5 shots of tequila to go to bed after this. I miss you, Therese. James, do they really expect all of us to keep up the lingo every month? Yes, they do. They do. I can't believe Star San Gothic's Cody not on the transphobe list. I can't believe it. It's been so long since I've listened to my theater stuff, so I need to add like. Can I just say, okay, I'm gonna be super gay for for always, but I'm gonna be like extra super gay for like 30 seconds. And can we talk some like theatery shit? Because here's the thing, I fucking despise theater people. Theater people are a cult. They are the nastiest sons of a bitches in the world. See, I can't even get the words out. But I do, but like, come on, like, it is in my DNA to love musicals. I am genetically hardwired to love musicals. So I've been feeling the last couple weeks very upset that I did not go see Beetlejuice, the musical. Especially with the girl who played Lydia in the original cast, because this chick had this like throaty punk rock kind of voice that was amazing. Apparently she's a bitch in real life. She's like this little girl. I mean, she's probably like 18, 19, but she's a bitch. I don't care. She could be the biggest bitch in the world, but she was amazing in that. I was listening to the soundtrack. Hope, there's a transphobe. I wonder if you're on the transphobe list. Yeah, look on Twitter, the transphobe list. Some chick, I don't know who she is. She has me blocked. I've never exchanged 2 words with this woman in my life. But the list of transphobes, and last I checked, I think it was something like 50,000 people on it, and they're adding every day. I'm like, if you have that many people on your list, maybe you're the problem. There was this great, I don't want to quote it because I'm going to butcher it, but there was this great response to it from this gay Jewish guy who was talking about how his family were killed in the Holocaust, and he was talking about how they were put on lists. You know, the people who scream fascism are the biggest fucking fascists of all. I'd love to see this list. Can someone send it? Or someone put it in the chat if you have it. You're not on the list this time. Don't ever sing at me unless it's 90s new metal. Oh, see, you got my hopes up when you said 90s. I was like, oh, 90s and then new metal. I'm like, I don't think I know. No. I like that era of like Metallica, but that's kind of the limit. We're talking about Beetlejuice the musical now. Oh, it was so good. I wish I went to see it. That girl is now in this play that I really want to go see. There's apparently this like spooky play on Broadway. It's called The Grey House. I might go try and see that soon. I'm trying to see BJ on tour when it comes to Philly. Who the fuck is BJ? What wrong? Billy Joel? Bruce Jenner? Are they? Going through the party like my name was El Nino while I'm hanging out drinking in the back of El Camino as a kid. Was a skid. No one knew me by name. Crashed my own house party cause nobody came. I know I'm not the one you thought you knew back in high school. Never going, never. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. You can't say Sum 41 to me and have me not do that. By the way, see, I think like because I'm on my audio, I feel like my head is tuned to like 10 different channels. Anyway, by the way, the lead singer of Sum 41 is my dream man. Oh, he's so hot. He looks like someone took his face and went like this. And he's so hot. That is my dream man. They were playing, you know, this is really embarrassing, but do you guys want to know? I think I was like 13 or 12. The band that like really got me into a lot of music, it was my gateway drug, Simple Plan. I fucking loved Simple Plan. That's so embarrassing. But they were performing together, Sum 41 and Simple Plan, on a rooftop in New York. And then they ended up like changing the date, and I was out of town for the second one, so I didn't get to go. But Blink 182 is playing soon here, and I haven't been to a punk show in so long. I don't remember the last time. Sum 41 is the shit. Hell yeah. We got Sum 41s here. Thanks to everyone that subscribed to my channel, guys. It's time to watch a movie with Mike. Oh, and woman, you killed it on your first solo, MIKERoaggress'd. Oh, thank you. I love you, Fit Dad Chris. You are the best. Thank you so much for being here, dude. I appreciate it. You guys are all the best. We got Simple Plan fans in the house. Simple Plan, the Scooby-Doo theme. Do you remember that Olsen twins movie that they were in? God, that was the best era. That was the best era. I was just saying, I think the 80s and 90s were like the height of humanity. And then like the first maybe 5, 6, 7 years of the 2000s. I mean, other than maybe like 2000, 2001, 2 wasn't too good. But that era of like 2003 to 2007, that was sort of like the end of, that was like the end times of culture. That was the last time that there were sort of things that bonded us, that we had shared music and shared movies and shared things. Now, there really isn't any of that. Oh, My Chemical Romance. Dan! Dude, oh my God, I feel so bad because we haven't talked in so long, but I've been meaning to call you because I've been telling you I want you to come on the show, and I miss you. This motherfucker, first of all, I'm his vampire daddy. By the way, subscribe to his channel because he's fucking awesome. But yes, I'm his vampire daddy. I red pilled him. And we've been friends, what, like 15 years? 10 years? No more than 10, I think. From fucking Brooklyn. I was just gonna say I thought your channel was different, and now you appeared on it. Oh, I miss you. We need to catch up. I'm calling you tomorrow. I promise you. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst friend in the world. I know. I'm a horrible friend. Oh, I'm happy to see you. You like ugly guys. No, I like funny looking guys. Like Derek Whibley. Yes. I wish I could get my videos to look like his. His are amazing. Do you know what you guys need to see, by the way? So, back when Dan lived in New York before he abandoned me for LA, you know what I'm gonna say. He decided in like a day, spur of the moment, to make like a horror short film that I was in. And it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good. We'll talk tomorrow. Anyway, it's so good. It's so good. And I like make out with someone and I have no shirt on, and I was smoking 1 million cigarettes a day, so I was like a bit thinner then. But funny thing, I thought I looked kind of like, this is going to sound very self-absorbed. I thought I looked kind of hot in Dan's movie, I will say. And ever since then, anytime that I have sent it to a guy, they immediately stop speaking to me. They immediately block my number. So I've stopped sending it to guys. I gotta find the link. I gotta find the link to it. I'm gonna find the link. I know it's on Vimeo. Wait, I'm looking. I don't know. I'm gonna find it. Oh, I miss you, Dan. Yes, the Black Parade was such a great album. I've never seen them really live. I saw them open for Green Day, but I've never seen them I've never seen them play that song. I didn't see them live. Because it's about getting drunk, probably. See, we do the same thing, though. I know you do this too, where I'm like, oh, it's just, they think I'm ugly. They think I'm fat. See, that's my fault. You laughed instead of getting offended. I don't get offended by shit. No, you know what I get offended by? I get offended by when people think I'm going to be offended by something. And they start, like, explaining, qualifying, and like, I'm sorry, but I'm like, shut the fuck up. Michael talking about how he's in a band and said he was going to post music. I didn't say that because how far back does my Instagram go? No, you know what's horrible? There's I don't even know who I don't know the person who posted it, so I can't even like do anything. But there was this show that I played with my band that I was the singer of way back when, and I had pneumonia, which sucked, by the way. These bitches talk about COVID. COVID is not like a pimple on pneumonia's ass. So I had pneumonia, but I was like, oh, I don't care. I'm gonna do the show anyway. I'm not gonna like cancel. And I was a singer in the band, so like I should have fucking canceled. And there is a video of it online that sounds like horses fucking cats while they're all dying. I don't know. It's horrible. Ugh. Ah! I love how Mikey is one of the few holdovers from the 2000s. I feel like that's your way of saying that I'm an aging hipster. Or I'm like, I wonder that sometimes. I'm like, am I the modern equivalent of those people when we were kids who were trapped in the 70s and were still wearing bell bottoms and shaggy shit? I'm like, is that me? And I'm just like stuck in the past. I don't know. My style has evolved a little bit. There's no good music though today. There really isn't much good music. There are a couple. There's a great band called Press Club. Maddie, check them out because they're Australian. I wish I could go see them. There's a great band called Press Club. There's a great band called Creep, and they have their like side project called Salem, or the opposite of that. I don't know, but they are very good. What the hell else did I want to talk? I've like got. You guys are too entertaining. I got very sidetracked from the agenda I wrote, but fuck the agenda. While I glance at it, by the way, if anyone feels so inclined, send us your super chats because I'm trying to become a better grifter. Oh, did you guys see? Wait, since we're speaking about rock and roll, did you guys see that the guy from Kiss came out with a statement, Paul Stanley, kind of against all the alphabet indoctrination shit? Yes, Millicent, they're called Press Club. They're so good. Check it out. They did a cover of that song by the Killers called When You Were Young, which is like one of my favorite songs, and they made it even better. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Who said hoop stank? Funny story. So you know how I mentioned my like oldest friend before? When we were like, I don't want to give away my age, but we were young. We snuck into the VMAs, just walked in at Radio City the year that Madonna and Britney made out, and snuck into the after party after that was across the street. So the very first time I got drunk was with, I think he was the bass player from Hoobastank and his girlfriend. And I had to share a cab back with them, and my head was like out the window. And I forget what lie I came up with of where I was that I told my parents, and then I showed up drunk, and I was like a kid. Dan says the clock is ticking for Dems with all. By the way, Dan, when are you coming on my show? Okay, well, tomorrow I'm calling you. We're catching up. You gotta come on my show because I miss you. We gotta talk too. Boriguita, thank you so much for the super sticker. I love you. You snuck into the VMAs and saw pop culture. And who would have known that there would be so few years left of it? What happened? Was there anything any years after that? Maybe you could say Lady Gaga. Her, I kind of liked that one performance of hers where she like hung herself. That was maybe, but even that, it's like kind of, you know, it's not at that level of like a Michael Jackson or you know. Speaking of which, aw, I'm so honored. Boriguita, first time you sent a super chat. I took your super chat virginity. I love you. I'm honored. 4 years ago, I skipped work and wound up getting free tickets to Under Oath. That's great. What the hell? I felt like I had something I was talking about, but my brain is like, you know, tiptoe through the fucking tulips. Wonderful. This is the only room in my entire house, by the way, that's actually hot. My house is always cold. This room is like a sauna, so I'm always sweating. Kiss! Thank you, Cody, my love. I have all these trances still on here. I gotta get them off. Ooh. He's looking at me still. The lesbian. Kiss. Okay, kiss. Oh wait, I'm getting I'm not getting kissed, but I'm getting kissed. Huh. Sorry, my computer's very slow. See, this is the one downside of not having a guest, is that there isn't somebody to like fill the voids in between. Oh, I missed the early 2000s were so good. Daniel, good night, my darling. Thank you so much for being here. Base tweet of the day. What was the base tweet of the day? That should be like a segment, though. Oh, I really need sleep. I am fucking brain dead. Oh my god. Star Sam, make sure to check your texts off to game. Love you. Oh, I love you. I'll check after. I can't see them all on. I love you. Thank you for being here, my darling. We chat in the voids. Okay, good. I like that. That makes me happy. Here. Wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm getting this to work. I am getting this to work. It's gonna work. Oh wait, I know why it's not. I know why it's not. I don't know why it's not. It has to be on the same desktop, right? I think so. Whoa. Oh my god, why can't there be like a microphone in the chat that like for somebody to fill the void? Oh my god, it split my desktop. How do you undo this? This is so terrible. This is horrible. Why am I like a grandpa with tech stuff? I'm gonna, how do you get, okay, I'm just gonna close it. Maybe that'll work. That worked. Okay. Somebody say something to fill the void, because I'm very uncomfortable with silence. I don't like silence. Freaks me out. While I try to figure out how to share a photo. That probably sounded wrong. I didn't mean it in that way. Okay, this should work. There we go. Oh, this is the wrong one, but I still wanted to show you guys because Max Zed sent this and I thought it was funny. You're not taking the car. Change my mind. Mike reminds me so much of Justin, and they're the same age. Two men were born in the right year. I didn't say what year I was born, first of all. Second of all, who's Justin? Justin who? Timberlake? There's no way you mean Timberlake. Guarini? I hope not. Yeah, think about that. Okay, wait, now I'm learning how to do this. We were talking about the kiss guy. Here we go. I figured it out. I figured it out. They don't make this uncomplicated. Here it is. Here we go. Boom. I think I got it. Hey, there we go. There we go. I figured out technological things. So yes, this is what the guy tweeted. There's a big difference between teaching acceptance and normalizing and even encouraging participation in a lifestyle that confuses young children into questioning their sexual identification as though some sort of game, and then parents in some cases allow it. There are individuals who as adults may decide reassignment is their needed choice, but turning this into a game of parents normalizing it as some sort of natural alternative, or believing that because a little boy likes to play dress up, oh, hell yeah, kiss, in his sister's clothes, or a girl in her brother's, we should lead them steps further down a path that's far from the innocence of what they are doing. Hell yes. With many children who have no real sense of sexuality, thank you, or sexual experiences, caught up in the fun. And these are very appropriate here. So I'm just going to like do these all fucking day long with that. The fun of using pronouns and saying what they identify as. Some adults mistakenly confuse teaching acceptance with normalizing and encouraging a situation that has been a struggle for those truly affected and have turned it into a sad and dangerous fad. Boom! Thank you, Mr. Kiss. I, too, just want to rock and roll all night. I'm not sending you Justin. Is this like a secret everyone is in on Justin? That everyone fucking knows Justin except me. I don't know which Justin you're talking about. Who said good night? Good night, my love. Love you, Hope. This is amazing though, especially because Gene Simmons is out of his fucking mind. He is like rabid with the vaccine mandates and all of it. Surely supports all the alphabet shit too. Yeah, so this I think is making quite a statement. I hope they don't fire him for it. Or well, who cares? Aren't they retiring anyway? Then in that case, I hope they do make a bigger statement. Because what was that band, Mumford and Sons, which by the way, I've never heard a single song of theirs. Mumford and Sons, one of their, I think it was their bass player or their guitar, one of them was thrown out of the band because he read Andy Ngo's book. That was his crime, reading Andy Ngo's book. How bad was the backlash? You mean for this? This he just put out tonight. This is very recent. Wait, Mikey, did you see that now the drag queens are getting Down syndrome people into drag? It's sad. Yeah. You know, I was going through stuff before and came across that, and I was thinking of putting it on here, and it just makes me too sad. I like wanted to fucking cry watching it. I mean, especially you see they have like the lipstick smeared all over. You can tell that it's fucking evil. Like who does that? And even, you know, jokes aside, and we've made plenty of them, but jokes aside, that lesbian we looked at with these, you can tell that there are mental issues there. And by mental issues, I'm not talking about gender dysphoria. You can tell that there are much deeper mental issues or autism or something, that there's some sort of developmental disorder. And those are many of the people being targeted. It is fucking evil. I'm trying to catch up in the chat. I don't know if Mumford & Sons was ever relevant. I don't know any of their songs, but apparently I have been told that people listen to them. What the hell was I going to say? You know who we need to talk about, by the way? You know who I wanted to talk about to you guys? I'm very torn on this because I'm torn. I will just say I am torn. You know who we need to talk about? Gen Z's watching you! Gen Z is in the room with us right now! Did I see my wifey? Amore! Mumford is only enjoyed by mid-20s Karens. It's so true. Therese! I love you. I'll never let go. Thank you for being here, my love. The lack of empathy these kinds of people show deeply concerns me. Yup, and they are the ones claiming it's just empathy and kindness and respect for others. Ramiro, DNC sponsored Twinks. Yeah. So I really want to do a parody video of them, but I don't want to give them that attention. Like I do, like it's sort of one of those things where you're torn between like the personal and the sort of the right thing, I think, because I do think the right thing is to fucking ignore them. Except for, like Nuance Bro is doing like a deep dive expose on them. I think that's amazing. But I just feel like, I don't know, I think it's definitely not in any way because of conservatives that somebody like Dylan Mulvaney is a celebrity, but we've certainly helped get him there. And I don't know, I think in a lot of these cases we're kind of acting as their publicists. We're doing their job for them. Now I think sometimes that's necessary. Somebody like Jeffrey Marsh, I think, expose that motherfucker, or Dylan to an extent. I feel like people have gotten a little nuts with Dylan, especially at least in terms of the stuff with kids. I think he's insufferable and gross, but I don't think he's by any means nearly the worst of them. I mean, there are you people like Jeffrey who are just straight up like, the prototype of someone trying to get kids in the van. That's what I was gonna say though. The Gen Z twinks, I don't want to give them the attention, so I'm not gonna do it. But like, I really wanted to do a parody video where like, because first of all, let me just say, I did not know that shouting at a camera while gesturing angrily, I didn't know there was such a market for that. Like, I've been right here all along. Come on now. I think if I were a liberal, I would be rich and famous. Or at least sleeping with someone who is. But yeah, I wanted to do a parody video where they're like gesturing and then they like bend down and I was gonna put like powdered sugar all over my face because they seem like such cokeheads. Looks like the base zoomers are out in force tonight. What do you mean? Gen Z twigs are the weakest links. Hey, we got people who are not geriatrics. I'm happy about that. I'm a geriatric. What the hell was I about to say? I forgot. No, thank you so much for saying this, James. Never got along with. I call them the Stepford gays, the Ken doll types. Especially, like, I don't find that attractive. It's just boring. Those ones who are just like so perfect and, like I said, I like Sum 41. I like funny looking people. Rather the base zoomers than the ones. I know you're a zoomer, youngin. I feel like I had to say something that was like very profound, and now I don't remember. Mikey, stop hurting my feelings. I'm pretty sure I'm older than you. No, but it's different. I'm like gay 72. That's terrible. It's like these judgmental bitches, the gays, it's like dog years. Like I am an old bitch to them. Yeah, you know what? I have to say, this is going to be like a real unpopular opinion. That okay boomer shit really fucking pissed me off. And I will tell you why. Because there's something so insidious beneath it that every culture from the dawn of time, you could go to the fucking tribal lands where they have fucking feathers on their heads. Go anywhere on planet Earth where there's ever been a thriving society, and you will find the value of respect your elders. And so that becoming this thing that everyone was saying, it's just another sign of the cultural rot that we're living in. It's like they're just removing every single building block of a functional society or a harmonious society and taking every single one away. Anything that might be positive, monogamy, respecting your elders, anything, do away with it. How do you know how old I am? I'm 25. Their names are. I never remember their names. They're just basic bitches. I agree. Yes, I don't like that. Respect your fucking elders. I don't. There's nothing that pisses me off more than people who don't respect their elders. I don't like that. I was on a date once with some asshole who started talking shit about like his grandma or something. I fucking left. Douchebag. Oh, we're both 25. It's hard to respect your... Well, I'm not talking about politicians. Don't fucking respect politicians. Fuck politicians. But also think about... That's true, but also, are the younger ones any better? Like, think about, like, who's younger? Eric Swalwell? Kamala Harris? So I think the ideology is the root of it and not their age. This is bothering me because I feel like I had something I had to tell you guys, and now my mind is blank. Oh, I did have the white... I didn't watch it beforehand, so it might be boring. Do you guys want to see the highlights of the White House Correspondents' Dinner? It's probably very cringy. We could see, feel it out, see if it is interesting. Giorgio, thank you so much for the super... You're like the super chat king. I love you. Thank you. I make fun of the people who say, okay, boomer, and a very weak guy bitch voice. Do you remember the titty lady? Do you guys remember the titty lady who would say that? Do you know who I'm talking about? I don't think she had a name. Oh, and I think she was like a multi-millionairess from just like shaking her fucking knockers and saying, okay, boomer. And that, wait, get the stuff in my lap because I have to demonstrate. This bitch, she must have been like the first TikToker or something. I think that might be the first time we became aware of TikTok. But the titty lady, Giorgio, this is the titty lady. The titty lady, she had, I think this was like 2020. She had like a Bernie Sanders shirt or something. Well, and I mean like a Bernie Sanders shirt with the tits hanging out. And there was like some techno-y song. And she had this vacant, glazed over look in her eyes. And she would just be like, okay, boomer, okay. It was creepy. It was fucking creepy. Thought tax. This is hilarious. She lost a lot of followers when people found out she had a boyfriend. She was a Twitch bitch. I can't do Twitch. Twitch, I don't understand these people, which I guess I've been going on a little long, I guess, myself. However, I don't understand these people who stream for like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. Like, I would get sick of hearing my own. So I'm gonna start getting real sick of myself in a little bit. I'm over me. I'm a little bit over me. Guess what? I missed what that was responding to. Yes, respect doesn't mean mindless submission, just respect. Oh, I like that. That's a really good point. Should we check out the White House Correspondents' Dinner? I was going to look at like Biden's the whole thing. He went on for like a half hour. I don't know how. I don't know how they were able to like keep him upright that long. So I haven't watched any of this. We'll see. Aw, thanks, Esteban. Mikey makes me crack up. Aw, you make me crack up. I love you guys. So, however, they had the highlights of it. So we'll see if it's any good. Where is it, though? I'm finding it. Here it is. I have too many things.
This dinner sums up my first 2 years in office. I'll talk for 10 minutes, take 0 questions, and cheerfully walk away.
Happy to be here. Oh, real quick, Mr. President, I think you...
Did you guys catch that? Just look at his, like, chin, mouth, cheek area.
In a lot of ways, this dinner sums up my first 2 years in office. I'll talk for 10 minutes, take 0 questions, and cheerfully walk away.
Did he have a stroke? Look at that.
I'll talk for 10 minutes, take 0 questions, and cheerfully walk away.
Oh. It's difficult to watch. Like, when he first was running in the primary, I felt really sorry for him. I was like, he doesn't want to be doing this. People are putting him up to it. I felt really bad for him. Now I just feel bad for the rest of us. I will never, as long as I live, understand how people can be okay with this. This is what's running. This is the leader of the free world. Yep. Yeah, that's a good point, by the way, Mikey. Where was it? Dude admitted he don't take questions, and the press claps for him. Says a lot about the rot of the media. Boom! Truth bomb. Mikey drop. This is so true. I felt so sad during that election because it felt like elder abuse, but I guess that's normal now. Yeah, now it just feels like country abuse.
Happy to
Lime lady. Someone could have given him some Hunter's crack. Cody! Oh my god, that's what he looks like! The puppet at the end of Dead Silence! Oi! Look closely, he's drooling. Joe Biden is an abuser. Yup.
be here. Oh, real quick, Mr. President, I think you left some of your classified documents up here. You can get to
Who's this asshole?
Yeah, no, don't give them to him. I'll put him in a safe place. He don't know where.
Who's this asshole that's hosting? I love how, and this kind of goes back to what I was saying before, by the way. There is no semblance of any sort of shared culture anymore. So there's nobody that they could get to host this. I mean, they could get one of their partisan hacks, but there's nobody that who is this guy? And by the way, notice how that was just like the most generic fill-in-the-blank president joke. Oh, these are the classified documents. Like, because I'm probably not allowed to say anything about him. There ain't going to be no dementia jokes.
To keep him.
You say I'm ancient. I say I'm wise. You say I'm over the hill. Don Lemon would say that's a man in his prime.
Don Lemon released a statement saying he got fired from CNN.
By the way, notice how we're only allowed, and by we, I mean them, notice how we're only allowed to joke about Don Lemon when he's fired. You would never see them making Don Lemon jokes before last week. But once somebody serves no more use to them, then we can acknowledge things. Then we can joke.
Then CNN released a statement saying that they offered Don a meeting. They had to part ways because Don Lemon can't even accurately report a story about Don Lemon. Yes, Don Lemon was a diva, and he said a couple of women are raggedy in the face, but that's a promotion at Fox News.
Vaccinated the nation, transformed the economy, earned.
Oh, you certainly transformed the economy.
Historic legislative victories and midterm results, but the job isn't finished. I mean, it is finished for Tucker Carlson.
The untouchable.
I don't know about you guys. I can't even laugh at him. I have no sense of humor when it comes to this shit. Because it's like, we're all the ones suffering under this. Like people being kept political prisoner, people struggling to afford fucking grocery bills that cost triple what it used to, and gas, and people in Afghanistan. Like, it's insane. And by the way, I've said this a million times, so I'm probably repeating myself, but People who could have ever thought that he wouldn't run for re-election, they're at level 1. They don't see what's actually happening. He was selected. He was handpicked. They got everyone to drop out of the primary. Ugh. Yeah, James, they are dry as fuck. Oh, I was going to Ramiro, congratulations. Congrats to you guys in America for having the first AI-generated president. Where are you from, Ramiro? Seriously, how can they joke about this? I know. I know. I know.
Tucker Carlson is out of a job. Now, okay. Some people celebrate it.
Oh, wait, pause. We have to say goodnight to my beloved Leah. I love you so much. I'm headed off to get into my jammies. I'm also get into them at like 8:30. By the way, parentheses, but since you mentioned it, can we just like appreciate that for one time, one of the first times on a stream, I am in fact wearing pants. That like never happens. I'm always either like not wearing pants or I'm in my jammies or something because it's just from here up. But anyway, sorry, that's besides the point. The point being, I love you, Leah. So good night, everyone. I love you, Mikey. I'm so proud of you for overcoming your fear tonight. Thank you. You guys have made this amazing for me. I feel like I've overcome this fear because this is just like a good ass time we're having. Ooh, you're from Argentina. So I take it, by the way, since nobody said anything, I take it nobody fucking knows who this asshole is.
But the Tucker staff.
Jennifer! Oh, you guys are like, oh, so many people I love are here. Sorry I've been MIA. I was in Zuck Cuck's metaverse corporate federal prison for Christian hatred and sharing the daily mass scriptures and posting the Latin mass streams. Aw, my mom watches all of those. Oh, you're the best, Jen. You did amazing. Oh, thank you, James. Oh, wait, someone said he's a guy from The Daily Show. Oh, is that even still on? Because I thought Trevor Noah left. Oh, I completely agree with this, Josh. I don't find him funny. I'm petrified of Biden. Yup. As if being ashamed of being an ex-Dem was bad enough. I'm running as far away as fast as I can. That party is nothing like it was pre-Obama. I agree with you because even today, knowing everything I know that I've learned since walking away, I still think like it wasn't this bad. It wasn't this bad. I mean, they weren't this bad. Like I think Clinton, like, you know, other than all the, you know, murder and corruption and all that, in terms of corrupt presidents, I think he was the best of them. I would take him any day over his wife or Biden or Bush or Obama. At least he, like, I think with Bill Clinton, he didn't want to fuck things up because of his own ego. He wanted people to like him. He wanted to keep some things good so that he would be recognized for that.
I want you to know that I know what you're feeling. I work at The Daily Show, so I too have been blindsided by the sudden departure of the host of a fake news program.
Last year, your favorite Fox News reporters were able to attend because they were fully vaccinated and boosted.
Fuck
this
you.
Year, with that $787 million.
Fuck you. These motherfuckers. This is how you know their words mean nothing. Because how long have these motherfuckers told us that if a policy disproportionately affects Black people, that is systemic racism? Yet they all this party instituted vaccine mandates that at least at the beginning in New York and in every place that they were mandated, largely disproportionately segregated the majority of Black people. At the beginning of the vaccine mandates here, it was about 3/4 of Black people in New York were segregated. But of course, we know they're Democrats. Doesn't matter.
$1 settlement. They're here because they couldn't say no to a free meal.
No, I've been watching and looking around all night. Y'all look good. You dress nice. You got the nice threads on. You got the jewelry glistening. Look like everybody got a little piece of that settlement money from Fox News.
MSNBC owned by NBC Universal. Fox News owned by Dominion Voting Systems.
I love Dominion. Matter of fact, let me just say right now, my favorite voting machine is Dominion voting machines.
By the way,
when I go to
I'm sure some of you guys here are more knowledgeable on this than me. That's one thing I need to like go back and educate myself on the details of the whole Dominion thing. Because when it was happening, I wasn't paying all that much attention to that side of it. And I felt like the people, those like Sidney Powell types of shit, like they all just seemed ridiculous. I was very focused to that time on the mail-in voting, the laws that were changed that were never fought.
polls, I make sure it is a Dominion machine that I use.
You know what's sad, by the way, Tom, too? This isn't even like so bad it's good. It's just so bad it's bad. It's like you can't even laugh at it being cringy. It's just like, whew.
If your election needs the truth, put Dominion in your booth.
I'd call Fox honest, fair, and truthful, but then I could be sued for defamation.
Can we just all be honest and just say that the Trump arrest didn't hit like we thought it was going to hit?
Oh my God.
We're so scandals now. That Trump arrest, it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. The Trump arrest was like a pot.
Gee, what do you know? Maybe basing your entire personality on irrational hatred of another person who you don't even know isn't really fulfilling. Who knew? Who knew?
4 hours ago. And you're like, do I feel justice? This don't feel like justice. Let me try one of them Georgia arraignment brownies. Maybe that'll hit.
We added 12 million jobs. That's just counting the lawyers to defend.
Yeah, after you took away how many times that? If you take away 30 million jobs and you add 12, that doesn't mean you added 12 million jobs. You fuck. Oh, I can't with it. This, you know, there are politicians who I dislike. I would never vote for. I would fight against them. But I can, you know, see them on a screen and be cool. This guy just, it makes my skin crawl. How people with TDS feel about Trump, that's how I feel about Biden. Oh, wait, I want to show what, where was it? What James said. They say pro-black or pro-gay, pro-woman, however that means to them. If you happen to be one of those things, you must all think as one of them, not as an individual. Fuck them. Their modern activism is bullshit. Boom, James. I always say, I'm like, if you think that Democrats and leftists care about black people or gay people or any trans people, any of these groups, try being one and disagree with them once. See what happens.
The president.
Can we stop with the grooming stuff? Can you stop talking about that? Drag queens are not at a school to groom your kids. Stop it.
Bitch! Oh, I didn't expect him to go there. Oh, you want to go there? You want to go there? We can go there, motherfucker. I didn't think they were going to take it there. Really? Oh, I got a comment on the video of this. It's so, by the way, some of these fucks, you know how they say that's not happening about minors getting trans surgery? Now they're starting to say this too about drag queens in schools, that there's no sexual performances happening, even though you could see them in fucking thongs with all their bits hanging out, flopping everywhere. Sick.
And even if they were, most of them kids gonna get shot at school. It ain't no problem.
Notice how nobody laughs because they actually believe that. Well, and also he's not funny. But most of those kids will be shot in schools. Do you know why we always hear about mass shootings every time they happen? Because they're rare.
Don't grown pass legislation. Like they boom's gonna bother me. I'm like Mitch McConnell. I ain't got no soul.
Okay, that part's kind of true.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by...
I love it. It's like, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Like, it's like, what is this contraption? The YouTubes. That was the funniest part.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking...
That was like a fucking lobotomy. Oh, I can't. Oh, that was miserable. This guy's Dave Chappelle Blockbuster edition. Hey, do not insult Blockbuster like that. Blockbuster was amazing. Gen Z is watching you. Gen Z is watching. That was absolute torture. Holy shit. I can't. Yeah, like I said, I have no sense of humor when it comes to Biden. I can't. I will never get over. I will never get over what they did. I will never believe that this corpse is the president. How sick is that too? Like, it really goes to show you, unfortunately, how effective propaganda is, that they're so overt about it. You would think that they would need to at least, you know, in the past, they would have, I'm sure that they owned politicians like Obama, but they at least had to have some level of a pulse or some vague charisma or something. But it's like, there is no pretense. I thought there would at least be a pretense. I really did. Not just him as a candidate, but him as president. I thought there would at least be some kind of pretense. Nope. Because they don't need it. Because they know that the other party ain't going to do shit. They can pass whatever fucking vote by mail laws they want. I'm Gen Z and I'm watching you, Mikey. Aw, I love you. You can watch me anytime, baby. We're living in the zombie apocalypse. That would be better. Oh my god, I didn't know I had Gen Z is watching me. Oh, I'm honored. God, that feels like a very depressing way to wrap up this show. Can we talk about like something else first? Like something fucking uplifting that doesn't have to do with Biden? Somebody, please. Ooh. You know what we need to talk about? I had to explain to somebody the other day who had never seen Celebrity Apprentice and didn't know anything about Joan Rivers going postal on Celebrity Apprentice Season 2. And I had to give a whole play-by-play of like, you're a poker player. Oh, so good. I want to do an entire like series on Celebrity Apprentice. That time on Celebrity Apprentice. My brother and I are. I didn't know I knew so many Gen Zers. I'm trying to find a bootleg of the Beetlejuice show. I'll send it to you. I have it. I gotta find where I have the original cast one. I have one of like the new. I'm obsessed with the girl who played Lydia in that original one. She's amazing. American Psycho 2 is on Tubi. I never saw that. I only saw like I watched clips of it on like the kill count. God. Watch the season. Oh, by the way, James, I love how you're saying that as if I haven't seen every episode 20 different times backwards and forwards. Watch the season with Nene Lee. That is the best season. Okay, so my favorite seasons are that one And the one with Aubrey O'Day. Did you ever see that? And Lisa Lampanelli? Oh, that was some good shit. That, by the way, forget John Bolton, forget COVID. The worst decision Trump ever made was not picking Aubrey O'Day as the winner of Celebrity Apprentice Season 5. Because that bitch worked for it. She shook her ass. She fought with bitches. She slept with his son. She deserved that win. I will never get over it. Oh my God, Thinner. I watched that as a kid. I really rented that on VHS when I was a kid. You bitch. Mike, have you ever seen the Scream movies? I think you'd like them. It sucks though. So my parents were staying with me the weekend of my birthday. And they still, because that's like our family thing from the time I was a little kid. Horror movies in general, but like especially the Scream ones. And my parents haven't seen the new one yet. Because my mom needs back surgery, so she's kind of in a wheelchair sometimes. So it's hard to like get everyone to a movie theater. The point is, it came out on streaming like a day after they left. So now my dad's birthday is in like 2 weeks. So I'm like, gotta all come here and we'll watch Scream 6 together. I'm very excited. Ooh. Doing you talk to yes, I will watch them. I watched the one, what was it? I think it was called Home. I think it was like a band episode or something. It was really good. I think I have it on my computer. I gotta watch more of it. What is, I don't know my driver. I would let you know. Oh wait, I can look at this. I'll tell you what what shows I have on my to watch list. Let's see. I like download. I allegedly download so many different things, and then they're just like on my hard drive forever, and I never end up watching them. What do I have that I need to watch? I'm surprised. So I'm only like an episode and a half in, and I'm surprised that Fatal Attraction is good so far. But I know that Left Hook is coming. I know it's about to get super woke. I know it's coming. Grease, I couldn't make it through. Oh, I've always really wanted to watch The Young Pope. And for some reason, I've just never gotten past the first episode. I've heard that White Lotus is really good. I have a bunch of like random shows, like The Exorcist TV show that they did, or a bunch of like true crimey shows. Oh, I've gotten very into Black Mirror again. The last season was so shitty, though. Okay, this will test people's ages and probably give away mine. Does anybody remember the show Erie, Indiana from the 90s? The 90s, I think it's 90s kids that love horror because there was so much horror for horror for kids at the time. That was a good-ass show. Mike, you got me back into Scream. Aw. I wasn't super crazy about them before. Now I love them more. So I'm so honored. Aw. I have to be honest. I don't think Shudder is worth it either. I forgot what email address I made an account with, though. So I've been getting charged for Shudder every month for like a year, and I never use it. Are You Afraid of the Dark was the best. That's what I gotta watch. I saw the first 2 seasons of the reboot, and they came out with a third. I haven't seen the third one yet. The first 2, it was fine. I don't think Are You Afraid of the Dark is a show that you could really effectively reboot because that shit was like legitimately scary. They would never have the balls to do that now. It's so funny, by the way, that it's like they would never have the balls to show kids entertainment that's challenging or smart or spooky, yet they'll have naked drag queens dance on top of them, give them lap dances, they'll mutilate them, but God forbid show that, it's just, I think the dumbing down is part of it. My kids loved Erie, Indiana. Oh, I love that show. I gotta rewatch that show. It was sort of like Twin Peaks for kids. Well, anyway, I should start wrapping up soon. I've been talking your ears off for so long. However, I'm planning out my shows for the month. So you guys let me know in the chat, like, who you would like me to have on the show. I have Lila Hart coming up. We're like figuring out when. I love her. Deb Philman, we're going to do a special episode about social emotional learning and all the education stuff. Who else? Michael Lee. He's an amazing author. I just realized the other day, I don't know how long he's been following me, but I just realized Douglas Murray follows me on Twitter, which is crazy because, like, I love him. So I'm going to reach out to him and see if he'll come on. I got to get Melissa Chen on here sometime, too. I don't know if you guys know Melissa Chen, but she's just the greatest person. We've been friends for years. You guys would love her. Yes, Deb Philman is the best. We're probably going to do, I think that might be my next episode or the one after. B, you did a great job on your first solo video, Mikey. Oh, thank you so much. This was so much fun. Honestly, like, you guys are amazing. Oh, this sucks, Esteban. So I was supposed to be speaking at an event in Florida in May, and it got moved till like October. So I'm just gonna plan my own trip there. So it might be like June now, but I'll be there around that time. Because I cannot wait to get out of here. Very entertaining and relaxing night. Aw. Oh my God, yes. I forgot. Obviously, Ricky is going to be one of my next guests. He was almost going to come on tonight, but then he had to go somewhere. Yeah, I got to text Gothics. She's amazing. I've never had her on here. You did a great job. Aw, thank you so much. This has been a super fun stream. You've done great. Aw, you guys are the best. I hope you wind up on Friday Night Tights someday. I'm kind of dying to be on Friday Night Tights. I have to say. I will admit that. I don't give a fuck about, like, most shows, but, like, I just want to be on Friday Night Tights sometime. Which is weird because so many of my friends are on it, but I'm just not that type of person who's ever going to be like, oh, hey, put me on. But maybe. I hope so. Okay, I'm going to text Gothics tomorrow. I'm going to get Starsan on, too, because I love both of them. Yes! Either him or Dab will be my next one, but two of them are coming up. No, I'm going to be there soon, probably June. Dating scene is blood and usually extremely tough to make new friends here, but it is what it is. People in general, so can I tell you guys, by the way, I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I was legitimately, like, wanting to quit and, like, feeling like shit about, like, this whole thing the last couple of days because some of these people are just, you have no idea how horrible some of these fucking people are. Like, I don't want to get into, like, a whole thing, but people fucking suck in this. That's why I kind of do my own thing. I don't really bother with those things. I have my people who I like, who are my friends, and you guys are my friends, and, like, it's awesome. Like, you guys truly, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. This was all. I thought that said Tom. I thought that said back to grooming. Shows I need to get my mind out of, like, Twitter. Back to gaming. Good night, Mikey. Take care, everyone. Bye, Tom. Thank you for being here. Well, thank you. Looking forward to the next one. You guys are the best. Oh, yes, of course. Before we depart, what is the hashtag of the evening that encapsulates this evening and this broadcast? Let me know. Oh, yes. Also, we are doing game night with my subscribers Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever one works better for people, but this week. So if you guys like my stuff, I'm trying to, like, upgrade all my equipment and shit, and working on making more videos more regularly. So help support my content, become a channel member or subscribe to my locals or one of them. I post the same shit. So just pick one. But yes, that would be awesome. And I'm looking forward to game night. Yes! Free Marcus. Hashtag free Marcus. burning Meteor fan club. I feel like that's got to be like some code for some sick shit. And you want me to say that, and then I'll click on it, and it'll just be like, I don't know what, people who fuck on spaceships, maybe. So glad to find you being Megan Fox. Oh, I love her so much. She's like one of my favorites. Yes, everybody agrees. This free Marcus. So yes, if you have made, oh yeah, and as soon as the show is done, look at the pinned comments. I'm gonna put his Rumble. Everybody go subscribe to Marcus on Rumble. Subscribe to follow him on Twitter, Instagram. I know he posts videos. I'm gonna put his Rumble below. Free Marcus. If you have made it this far into the show, tweet at me, comment, hashtag free Marcus. I will be back. I will have what am I gonna have? I'm gonna have a short video. I'm gonna have a Jeffrey Marsh video the next day or two. We're doing game night next week. I'm gonna have my new walk away video some point in the next week. Another live show during the week. So a big week ahead. You guys are the best. What's his full username on what? Yes, subscribe to his Rumble as Devon. On Twitter? Maybe the offensive. No, it's Marcus. Actually, just look at my recent tweets. It's one of my top recent tweets. Like maybe the one before the most recent one. Oh, thank you, Frishes. Mike, are you familiar with the Confucian saying, those who speak don't know, and those who know don't speak? I feel like I'm too sleep deprived to be thinking at all. Speak don't know. Well, I talk a lot, and I don't really know shit, so bitch was probably accurate. Thank you for the super chat, though. Oh yeah, you know what sucks, by the way, whenever I'm sleep deprived, I'll be exhausted during the day, and then like now I'll be fucking wired and can't sleep. So I'm going to finish watching the Fatal Attraction series and sleep. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Giorgio, oh yeah, you said Rumble. I'm not sure. He sent me the link. It's on my phone, so just check in like 2 minutes the comments. So yes, everybody check the pinned comments. So many super chat cherries being popped. And my cherry was popped. Thank you guys for making this the best social stream. I love you guys so much. You're the best. Hashtag free Marcus. I will see you guys soon. Good night, my lovers.